And welcome to Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to in this week's show. We've got some Georgia Southern Eagle football news to get to. The Eagles coming off a tough loss, looking to rebound. And we also have some high school basketball from this past week to get to as well. First off, for the Georgia Southern Eagles, they were coming off a big win a week ago at home, and they were going back onto the road where things have been a little tough for Georgia Southern. Lost a couple weeks ago at Troy. This time around, they dug themselves a big hole at Jonesboro, taking on Arkansas State. Were able to fight back and keep it close, but in the long run ended up losing by 5 points in a tough one. Now the Eagles currently sit at 6-5 on the season with a big game coming up against the rivals from Atlanta in Georgia State. We'll be hearing from Coach Lunsford and some of the players. We'll also take you back for some highlights of the Georgia Southern-Arkansas State game. And we'll also send you out for some high school basketball action as the Portal Panthers hosting Bryan County this past week. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll head back over to Jonesboro for highlights from Georgia Southern and Arkansas State. And a reminder before we go to break, hopefully you'll never be in an accident, but if so, please give our friends at the Sullivan Law Firm a call, 912-489-8888, or online at thesullivanlawfirm.com.
The Medical Center Pharmacy on Grenade Street is proud to be your Health Mart pharmacy in Statesboro. The Medical Center Pharmacy, locally owned and serving this community for 50 years, is open 364 days a year. The pharmacists at Medical Center know there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. That's why they take the time to know their customers, explain their medications, and answer any questions. The Medical Center Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Well, last week, the Georgia Southern Eagles were able to become bowl eligible with their 6th victory of the season as they knocked off Louisiana Monroe. This past week, they were looking for their 7th win of the year, which would assure them of going to a bowl game. Still at 6-6, they would probably be able to get in, but the Eagles want to make sure they leave no doubts in the minds of the bowl committee as to whether or not they should be involved. Unfortunately, they lost, dug themselves a big hole, fought back out, but weren't able to hold on. Let's send you back out for some highlights. Georgia Southern on the road in Jonesboro, taking on Arkansas State. The Eagles with a 3-0 lead, but the Red Wolves come back. Lane Hatcher to Jonathan Adams for the score. And the Red Wolves on top. Same combo added a couple minutes later. Arkansas State with the long bomb for the score. 14-3 Red Wolves. In the second quarter, the Red Wolves would make it 21-3 as Hatcher connects with Omar Bayless, leading the country in touchdowns. And here's another one to his total. The Eagles needing a touchdown, and they'd get it. Shai Wertz on the keeper. A tough run cutting into the lead here, hurdling a defender, getting into the end zone. However, Arkansas State able to build a 35-10 lead in the first half. Hatcher to Kirk Merrick for the score. Georgia Southern down, but not quite out. How about the fake field goal? Kicker Tyler Bass will throw it up for punter and holder Anthony Beck. He goes up and comes down with the ball for the first down. A couple plays later, the Eagles get into the end zone. Wertz to Malik Murray for the score. Georgia Southern would trail 35-19 at the half. Scary moment early in the third quarter. Linebacker Rashad Byrd will be carted off the field with an apparent neck injury. Early reports are Byrd is going to be okay. The Eagles are able to rally. Wertz going to Mark Rashad with the catch for the score. Georgia Southern not going away in the fourth. Southern inches even closer. Wertz again would go to Mashad, who goes up and makes the grab for the touchdown in traffic. Georgia Southern pulls within 5 at 38-33. Late in the game, the Eagles looking to complete the comeback. 4th and 11, Wertz will scramble Looks like he might have gotten the yardage, but the measurement would come in. The Eagles end up inches short, and that would do it as Georgia Southern falls 38-33. All right, so this week the Eagles will be taking on Georgia State in their regular season finale. And when we come back, we'll head out and hear from head coach Chad Lunsford and some of the players. Well, we're here at the University Store. Big game this week. Got a game week for Georgia Southern. Plenty of apparel here. Plenty of things for your game day needs. Plenty of different brands. Plenty for your tailgating. Let's get out and take a look at some of the things they have here at the University Store.
This your boy Mo with the flow. Come check out the stove. 15-0, 2 weeks in a row, baby. Stiff arming, high prices. And we're throwing the flag on quality that's low. That's why you need to come see Mo at Floors Out in Statesboro, Georgia. Come check us out at 1267 Northside Drive East in Statesboro, or call us at 912-225-9911. Georgia!
My Queensboro banker is Cheryl Quick.
Blanchard Equipment Company has 16 locations.
Queensboro has homegrown values just like us.
They get heavily involved in every community.
And that means strong customer service.
They've been around a long time, just like John Deere.
When you run across the bank like that, you stick with them.
I sure would like to own one of these John Deeres.
Well, we can sure make that happen.
Oh, well.
Queensboro is your community bank. Queensboro National Bank and Trust.
Well, a big game Saturday for Georgia Southern. It's their final regular season game of the season. It's senior night. They're hosting their rivals from down the road in Georgia State. Should be a great game. Unfortunately, with it being Thanksgiving week, never know what the turnout will be, especially with the students, but they're having it Saturday night. Hopeful that that will encourage some students to come back a little early and get out there.
Yeah, I feel like we understand where we are right now and what we need to accomplish this Saturday going against Georgia State in a big rivalry game for us. So I feel like everybody ready to move forward and go out there and dominate Saturday. A lot of guys that we have on the team from the Atlanta area and everything like that, so you might have guys on the Georgia State team that you probably played against in high school or played with on the same high school team and everything like that. So it's going to be fun to go out there and play against them. I know for me personally, it being my last game here at Paulson, going against them, so I know without a doubt I want to make sure I let them know what we're here to do and make sure I get that win for not only me but everybody else that haven't beat them here as well.
It's a big one. It's a big one because it's the next one for sure. Me personally, I feel like it's a little different from out. But it's another big rival game. Like you said, we ain't beat them in Paulson, so it's something we're trying to accomplish this year. To me, the atmosphere kind of different. I don't know. So you got to play in it. I'm against them. They're a great team. Both teams are good. It's just a different kind of atmosphere. We had some lows, we had some highs, but we stuck through it. Definitely gonna miss those guys. A lot of those guys are some guys I came in with that didn't red shirt. I know it's gonna suck to see them leave, but I know they want to go out with a bang, and that's what we're gonna do Saturday.
Game was really two different tales. You start the game and you get a fourth down stop by the defense. Offense goes down, gets a field goal, and then they drive down, get a touchdown. We drive down and we get stopped on downs, and then just a few plays there, and all of a sudden it's out of hand. It's 35-10 before you know it, and a lot of reasons for that. Things that we've got to get corrected on the field, things that we got to make sure that we are coaching better. We either allowing it to happen or we're coaching it to happen. So we got to do better. Then our guys hung tough. For after 35-10, they go 23-3, but it ends up not being enough, and we end up coming up that short. And that was the tale of that game, the little things. And those are the things that we're going to make sure that we address this week. Going into this game, obviously we got to turn our mind to Georgia State. We got to understand that 6 is not enough, and we got to go try to get number 7. And we got to have that 0-0, 1-0 mentality. And we got to put this one behind us, and we got to make sure that it does not beat us twice. A lot of respect for their coaches and players up there. Some history with their coaches. Obviously in recruiting, know a little bit of their players. Obviously our teams know each other, so that's what makes this fun, and looking forward to a great challenge this coming weekend. Getting bowl eligible is important. I mean, you got to get to 6 wins or it's not going to matter anyway. But because of the situation right now, I mean, you still got a Troy team that can go get to 6 wins. You got a ULM team that can get to 6 wins. There's only 5 bowls for the Sun Belt, and so I mean, you could end up with 7 teams bowl eligible, and so 2 are going to get left out. Being a 6-6 football team does not guarantee anything, and our guys understand that, and we talked about that last week. We talked about how important getting that win would be for us. We didn't get it, so now our backs are against the wall even more. We got to go get it done to make sure we secure a spot. At Georgia Southern, man, 6 wins ain't enough, 7 wins ain't enough, 8 wins ain't enough, 13 wins ain't enough. I promise you. So we know we got to win every week, and that's what we intend to do each week. Obviously, we're looking at film of what they did before he got hurt, and but what I'll say is what Coach Elliott and the offensive coordinator, Coach Glenn, the thing that I think they do a good job of is I think they play to the strengths of their players. Obviously being a torn ACL, now it's a different deal for Ellington, but they're putting him in a situation to be successful. So I think we have to put a lot of stock in the last 2 football games as far as watching him. We do have to be mindful of what happened before the injury, just because we know that's in their arsenal to do, and they may do it with him, or they may bring another quarterback in and do it. I don't know. So we got to be prepared for that. We can't not prepare for it. So again, I think we got to put a lot of stock in the last 2 games if he's the quarterback out there, and kind of go from there on it. Paulson is a special place, and it's a special place to our players, and it's a very special place to our seniors. And that's why, and I know it's a tough week because it's Thanksgiving week, and you don't have any school, but I'd like to ask all the students that that can come on back. That's why we wanted that night game, to make it a little bit later so you can enjoy your Thanksgiving and come on back. And hopefully we'll get that. And then obviously Eagle Nation, love for y'all to show up. We hadn't had a lot of great weather this year, and that's kind of hurt us a little bit. And with that, but the people that have been showing up, man, it's been powerful. Love to see a full stadium for this football team and for these seniors. And it means the world for us in recruiting. This game day atmosphere at Georgia Southern is something special now when it's rocking and rolling. And, we're going to have a lot of great recruits here, and, that's important. That you can ask our seniors. There's a lot of guys that came to school here because of what they felt, because of that atmosphere of Paulson. So really hoping that will happen this weekend.
So that game taking place at 6 o'clock on Saturday night, and they're doing that evening game so they can hopefully get some of the students to come back a little early from their holiday vacation and be able to come out for the game. Hopefully the Eagles can get a good crowd, because it's big to pick up that 7th victory of the year and send the seniors out on a good note. All right, well, stay with us. Coming up next, we'll hit the high school hardwood. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, providing primary care for Statesboro area patients since 1998, providing complete physicals, complete sports physicals, Medicare wellness exams, full diabetes treatment, and education from lifestyle changes to oral medications to insulin pump therapy, in-house dermatology, in-house circulation tests, and ultrasounds, and in-house labs. Featuring nurse practitioner Melissa Beasley, Family Internal Medicine of Statesboro can accommodate same-day or next-day appointments to serve your needs. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, where we care.
When my dad passed away, we started keeping my mother at home. She was not happy, and we were not happy because she wasn't happy, and so we decided we would check into Willow Pond, and we brought her to Willow Pond, and immediately when she came up here, that visit, the first visit, she fell in love with it, and she was ready to stay. We're so happy that we did for her because she was completely satisfied, and she lived here almost 11 years, between 10 and a half and 11 years, and there's no doubt in my mind that it extended her life, and it made her happy and completely content.
My name is Chandler Dennard, and I'm the Executive Director here at Willow Pond. Come let our family take care of your family.
A sports injury can stop you in your tracks. At Optum Orthopedics, our specialized physicians and staff use advanced orthopedic procedures with one specific goal in mind: to get you back to you. If you have a sports injury, request an evaluation. Experience the Optum difference.
Well, the Portal Panthers in action this past week. Portal lost 7 seniors from a year ago, and we're hoping that they can start to get the players to gel. So far, so good. They're 3-0. This past Friday night, they were hosting Bryan County. Let's send you out for some of the highlights. Portal hosting Bryan County Friday night. Ladies first, and Bryan County opening up a big lead as Alana Rawls hits for 2 of her 14 points. The Panthers try and come back as Destiny Brown hits for 2. And then on the break, it's Shanisha Coleman coming up with the layup, but the Redskins were on fire from long range. They'd hit 10 three-pointers in the first half alone. Bryan County up 41-11 at the half, and they would cruise to the win 61-19. The Portal boys looking to move to 2-0 on the season, and things look good early on as Garrett Fogle comes up with a 3 off the glass. Later, it's Brian Ware spotting up, and he knocks down the triple. Chandler Sheffield then hitting the glass as he comes up with the rebound and the putback down low. Portal up by 6. Ware coming up with the steal and the layup. Bryan County able to come back to get within 2 at the end of the first quarter, but Portal pulls away in the second quarter. Dax Reddick, the long 3-pointer. The Panthers playing solid defense as well. Fred Spells with the block. On the other end, Fogle, the nice look to Handsome Coleman for the easy 2. And then Dorian Mosley will drive in for the layup as Portal takes a 20-11 halftime lead. More of the same in the second half. Ware catching fire as he hits for 2 more. Then Ware driving in, 2 more of his game-high 15 points. Sheffield getting it done in the paint. And then Tavasier Hurd driving in, giving Portal a 14-point lead. Spells with only 1 bucket on offense, but he'd play tough on defense. Here, a couple of blocks. His 1 basket on the offensive side here, and he was pretty proud of that. And then the finishing touch comes from Quavis Ross, the big guy underneath for 2, and Portal rolls 46-25 the final. And the good news continuing for Portal as they were able to knock off Screven County on Saturday. Up next for the Panthers, they will be at Bryan County coming up this Saturday. Other games going on this week include the Southeast Bullock Yellow Jackets hosting Jenkins in region play, looking to rebound from their loss they had against Beach on Saturday. There'll be girls action starting 6 o'clock on Tuesday. The boys will begin at 7:30. That'll wrap things up for now, but stay with us. Coming up next, we'll hear from Jennifer Lee Hirsch and her Pick 6.
Ready for fall? Us too at RJ Pope. Get ready to cheer on your favorite team in a new performance polo from Peter Millar, Southern Tide and AFCO. Ladies, we have the best brands and trending fashions. Complete your look with one of our best-selling shoe brands, Soft, On Cloud, and Free People. Shop these brands and so much more at one of our 3 locations, RJ Pope Buckhead, Downtown, and Vidalia.
Tanya's mother told her she'd find the perfect bedroom at Badcock Home Furniture and More. And she was right. Again.
Pick a pumpkin and save up to 25% at Badcock Home Furniture and More. That's extra savings on sweet deals, like this reclining sofa for just $5.98 or this 5-piece bedroom set for only $4.98. It's easy with your style, our credit. Pick your pumpkin and save at Badcock Home Furniture and More.
We place our trust in a lot of things every day. We trust that the red light will turn green, that our kids will wake us up too early on the weekends, and that our roof will keep us dry when the storm comes rolling through. But there's nothing more trustworthy than the rising sun. For over 50 years, Lee Hill and Johnston has ensured the trust of thousands across the Southeast. Like the faithfulness of the rising sun, you can rest assured that we have your trust insured.
And it's that time once again for Jen's Pick 6, brought to you as always by
Lee Hill Johnson.
Last week Jennifer was
3-3.
Josh was
2-4.
Jennifer's starting to pull away. Got to get back in this race. Let's see.
No, he's not. He is going down. He doesn't. My fans, he is going down.
He doesn't
realize some things when you say them on air, like I can, because I'm his second cohort.
All right.
And it's just excellent. By the way, it's so
She's
great
winning.
to be with you, by the way.
Thank you.
Know that,
Great
right?
to be with you. All right. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out
Yes.
there. Georgia Southern, hoping to have some Georgia State Panthers for turkey dinner, late turkey dinner.
Okay.
They're 7-point favorite. Who you like?
Okay, Chad Kevin Lunsford.
That's your boy.
That's my boy. I'm going to have to say this because y'all were on the road last week. What happened? I watched your game. You went down in the tubes, but then...
They did come back and try.
But then this is at Possum Stadium.
It is.
And we're talking about nothing but Possum Stadium.
That's right.
So, in my opinion, I'm going to go with Coach Lunsford, Chad Lunsford. You get your team ready because Georgia Southern, I got you. It's for 7 points.
All right. I think Georgia Southern wins, but just by 3, maybe 4.
I think it's going to be by 5.
All right. Georgia Bulldogs, Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Used to be quite a battle when Paul Johnson was there. Maybe not
anymore.
Not so much now. 28-point favorites, the Georgia Bulldogs. Jennifer.
28 points minus the 28 points is a lot of points for me.
It
But
is.
I'm really going to go with Georgia Bulldogs because, I'm such impressed. I've been watching that Jake Fromm.
Yeah.
He's been out there. He's been doing it. So we're going to go with you.
All right. I'm picking Georgia Tech just because I got to get back into the race. I can't take all Jennifer's teams. Appalachian State giving 13 points to Troy, Jennifer.
Okay. So, yes, I did have to think about this one.
Last week, you picked against Troy and you won.
I know.
This week?
This week, I'm picking Appalachian State.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, I did some research. I Googled what Appalachian State did last week.
They won.
And they won. And so it made me, okay, well, if they're going to win this week, they maybe didn't win this week. So I just know it. It says minus the 13 points.
There's no reason that Troy should even be close in this game, so I'm taking Troy. Because, again, I got to get back in the race. I can't pick all Jennifer's teams, so I got to go with them. Tennessee giving 21 points to my Vanderbilt Commodores, Jennifer.
Okay.
A lot of points.
Minus that 21 points, Josh Aubrey.
Yeah.
But, you know, I did some research again.
You did.
And minus that 21 points, I'm not going for it. Because
Jimmy.
this week,
Vanderbilt.
What? This week, I got Vanderbilt.
I can't pick Tennessee, Jennifer. There's no
All
sense.
the way. You have to.
I'm going with Vanderbilt.
No, you have to.
I'm picking one game the same as you. All right, we got Alabama-Auburn. Big battle here. The Iron Bowl. Who you like?
Okay, if my dad was here, my dad would be saying that neither of these teams, I think, should be on the sheet. Now, that might be an upsetter.
Jennifer, this is the biggest game of the weekend.
I'm just telling you, Josh, they're going to go home.
Who's they?
And I'm talking about Alabama.
They're going
to go their home, and they're going to be smushing Auburn.
They're smushing them.
I'm going to go for those 3 minus the 3
Jennifer,
points.
I'm picking all the underdogs. I'm taking Auburn to cover the 3 against the Roll Tide. All right, last game on the sheet. Ohio State and their old quarterback, former Georgia Bulldog, Justin Fields, taking on the Michigan Wolverines. Ohio State's got everything in their path. They're ready for the national championship. How about you?
So, this is the minus 8 points I ever seen in my entire life. But the reason why I am saying this, because I have to give some shout outs. Because shout outs went last week, to Joe Don Rooney, Gary LaVox, Rascal Platts, Jada Marcus. They are Ohio State. And I also found out today, Sky McCree, he is also an Ohio State fan too.
Oh.
So we're going to go ahead with Ohio State. They're going to score 24 points. I got faith in them.
They're 24?
Yeah, the 24 points minus the 8,
Well, I'm picking Michigan again, taking all the right column here, all the underdogs. We'll see how I do. All right, that'll wrap it up for this week. For Jennifer Hirsch, I'm Josh Aubrey. Thanks to Lee Helen Johnson, and we'll see you next week.